Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video about Renko Charts. Before I begin, I would just like to mention that this is an educational channel. All views expressed over here are only for education purpose. So please do not make or take any financial decisions based on the views expressed over here. Kindly consult your financial advisor before you take any financial decision. Also read the disclaimer below. With that said, let's proceed. So before I begin, I would just like to mention that unlike other charts where you can just put up a few indicators and then you know keep changing the stocks to have view, you unfortunately you can't do that with Renko, and this is something that most YouTubers will not tell you. Renko will only work properly on a specific equity or a specific commodity, because you got to tune the Renko chart specifically to that particular commodity or that particular equity. So you can't have one chart with Renko that works for many equities or many commodities, stuff like that. Let's see how Renko works. All right. So what I'll do first is, as you can see, I've got a chart open on my screen. This chart is called BB. I'll make a copy of BB and then I'll load a copy of BB and then I'll call this chart. I'll rename this and I'll call it Renko. All right. So I've made this chart and I've called it Renko. And what I'll do now is I will go to something like a Nifty 50. All right. So first look at something like an index. The first thing that we will do is we will take away all the existing indicators. So we will remove drawings and we will remove all indicators. So what we have right now is a pure Nifty 50 chart on the 3-minute time frame. For the sake of simplicity, I will do this on 3 minutes for Nifty 50 and I'll do it on 15 minutes for a commodity like silver. But the process will remain the same. However, the chart that you make for Nifty cannot be used for Bank Nifty. The chart you make for Bank Nifty cannot be used for Fin Nifty, and so on and so forth. So the chart you make for Reliance cannot be used for Tata Steel. The chart you make for Tata Steel cannot be used for Tata Consultancy. The chart you make for Tata Consultancy cannot be used for HCL. So Renko charts are specific to the instrument that you're measuring. All right. The first thing that we will do is we will go ahead and make for the candles, we will go and make this Renko candles. All right, Renko. This is what we get. The first thing that you will notice is I've got the session break. That means every day when it starts over here, it looks a little oddball right now. Now Renko by default is tuned to ATR. All right, ATR 14. That's the way we want it. And by default, Renko will be at ATR 14. So what we need to do is, if you want to tune this chart, this particular chart of Nifty 50 to 3 minutes and have a clear-cut view of how it works, how it should work, you should see the ATR value. So we'll go to the settings, click on this 3 dots over here, go to the settings, and we see that the ATR value currently is 14, which is the default value. And with this value, you can see over here, the result is 9.4. All right. So 9.4 is the ATR value. What we want to do is we got to open a calculator, CALC calculator. We open a calculator and we want half of 9.4. So it's 9.4 divided by 2 is equal to 4.7. So what we will do is we'll go to the settings, we'll go to ATR. From ATR, we'll switch it to traditional, and on traditional, we'll put 4.7. This is the settings for Renko for Nifty 50. All right. This is how it should be. Now you see the session break also looks a little more organized. And this is the Renko chart, and this is the chart on 3-minute time frame, how it looks. You can probably add 2 indicators that I would suggest. The first one is super trend. Usually Renko does not require indicators, but if you want to put a couple of indicators that I can suggest, one is super trend. Again, let the super trend be in its original format, don't make any changes. All right. So one indicator that you can use is super trend. The next indicator, I'll take this out. The next indicator that you can use is GMMA. That is Guppy multiple moving averages. This is something that you can again add. Over time, you will get to see if you add these indicators, what kind of help it's giving you on the chart. All right, so you can use this. Else, the only indicator that I would add would be MA. I would add moving average twice. I actually don't even need it twice. I need it only once. So one, I'll leave it at 9, and the other one, I'll make it 20. The 21 is the more important one for me. So I'll make this blue. I'll uncheck the values, and inputs, I'll go and make this 20. Okay. The 9 one, I'll make it green, even though I'll again uncheck these two. Even though I don't need the 9 that much. So I'll show you how it looks with the 9. So this is how it looks with the 9 and 20. I will hide the 9. So this is how it look with the 20. All right. This is the only indicator that I would put on the chart. I would not use anything else if I was looking at the Nifty 50 chart with 3 minutes time frame on the Renko. Now let's say you want to look at the Bank Nifty. All right. So we'll click on Bank Nifty in that case. So this will be Bank Nifty. Again, you will have to go and you will have to convert the chart to ATR 14, and you will have to check the value again. Or ATR default value is 24.7. So if you want to work on Bank Nifty on a 3 minute time frame, you will have to divide 24.7 by 2. So that will be 24.7 divided by 2, 12.35. So you'll have to come over here, go to settings, change it to traditional, and put 12.35. This is how it will look on the 3 minute time frame. This is the chart and how it should work in Renko for Bank Nifty on a 3 minutes time frame. You want to work on 5 minutes, you want to work on 10 minutes, the same process will apply. You got to see the ATR value and then divide that by 2, and then go to the traditional and put that by 2. All right. And you can't use one Renko chart for all the other instruments. So every particular chart that you got to see will have its own way of, it will have its own ATR value. So you will have to go divide that ATR value by 2 and then go to traditional and key that value in. All right. So for example, if I make the Bank Nifty 5 minutes, I'll just explain one so that you understand. So if I make this 5 minutes, or let's say I make this 15 minutes. All right. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to go to the settings, change this back to ATR 14. What value do I get? Now I get 86.15. So now 86.15 divide by 2, 43.07. So now I'll have to go to traditional, and what was the value? 43.07. 43.07. So this is how the Renko will look on the 15 minute time frame for Bank Nifty. All right. Simple as that. It was 43, right? Yeah, 43.07. This is how it will look. So suppose now we want to go and check it for silver on the 15 minute time frame. Again, go to the ATR value. ATR 14 is the default value. Silver has got a default value of 116. All right. So we'll have to divide 116 divide by 2 is 58. So 58 we will have to key in over here. That's all. This is how Renko charts will look on the 15 minute time frame for silver. No other way. All right. Now you can't use the same chart for gold, and you can't use the same chart for crude, and you can't use the same chart for natural gas, because everything will have a different ATR value, and you got to divide that ATR value by half, go to traditional, and then put that in. Why is it so and all that is is a very lengthy discussion. There's no use getting into all that. In summary, Renko Charts was discovered by the Japanese. It's more than 150 years, 200 years old. But again, we will not gain anything by going into those details. Just learning how to use them will be fruitful. As you can see, I'm using only one indicator called MA20. I don't use any other indicator for Renko. This is how you will have to use the Renko charts, and you can't use one particular Renko chart for all instruments or all equities or all options. All right. If you have any doubt, put it in your comments. If I get time, I'll reply. But I hope this video was a one-stop solution for Renko charts. I see so many videos on YouTube for Renko. They are all confusing. If you start using them, you will find that you're not getting the same results as they are getting. And it also repaints, So there's no use getting into all those questions and debates. Simply use the Renko the way, I have mentioned over here, for easier understanding of Renko, nothing else. I don't want to be known as an expert on Renko or something like that. This is how Renko works for me, and this is how I think Renko should be used. All right. So I hope this video was of some use to you in learning Renko charts. If you liked it, then please like and share it with your family and friends. Also like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.